My name is Wally Davis Jr. I'm the vice chairman of the Tonto Apache tribe in Payson, Arizona. We're located 90 miles north of Phoenix, Arizona on State Route 87. We have a tribal council, consists of chairman, vice chairman, and 3 council members. We got 45 members, tribal members. Majority of our tribal members are under 18. We're a pretty young tribe. We're the second youngest tribe in Arizona. We consider ourselves Diljan, not Tontos. Tontos was given to us by the Spanish. I think that's how they said that we were a bunch of crazy Apaches. We were called Tontos after that. Our Aboriginal territory runs from Aravipa Canyon straight up to Sibitu Creek, on up into Sholo, across to Flagstaff, all the way to Seligman, and then straight back down this way. That was our Aboriginal territory. And then in the 1875s, when they start rounding up the Apaches, and we were forced over to Camp Verde, and then from Camp Verde, we were forced to march down to San Carlos. And in the early 1900s, people start getting passes, and some of our people start coming back this way. And when we came back here, we found white people living where we used to once roam freely. We were considered squatters on our own land.
Rise the old settlement where my grandma and grandpa used to live, which is about 20 miles south of here, maybe a little bit more, at what we should call the Iron Bridge.
Where we're speaking at right now is where we originated from. We come from the Burdette name. My great-grandfather's name was Henry Cheaton Burdette. He was a scout in the U.S. Cavalry, and I think this is where my great-grandfather homesteaded this place. And through this creek right here, that's where they did all their washing. They did their hunting and gathering around here, and then they moved up to Payson.
From there, we moved up to a place called Indian Hill. That's where my childhood was, before we moved over to another place.
Then from Indian Hill, we moved across to where the rodeo grounds is now. And from there, we moved across to where the new reservation is.
We're for a good piece of land now. For as many as we are, I think there's only 145 of us.
But we're the smallest Apache tribe in the state of Arizona, land base wise. We only have 85 acres, which was given to us by Congress in 1972. But we started fighting for land back in the 60s, early 60s, with the help of Vincent Randall, my uncle, and with Joe Sparks, our attorney. And that's how our reservation became established.
Well, I think gaming has been really beneficial to our tribe because, in the 80s, when we moved across here, all the homes that we have at this time were through HUD and HIP. So I think that, we've got a lot of renovations, mostly for the elders. And
oh my goodness, there's just so much that you can't even talk about it. I mean, it's unbelievable how we advanced from just the early 70s to now.
Our small casino, our first casino, came in existence, and they, they built the gym, and it has helped a lot of that. We've had tournaments and so forth there. And then also with the housing program, we purchased homes off the reservation because we had a limited amount of land before we got our other 273. So I feel that, it has really benefited, the casino has really benefited us very well, and we appreciate everybody, all the patrons that do come, which, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have what we have, basically. Well, because we only have 85 acres, and we only have a mile road, we always encourage people to come to the casino because that's basically the enterprise for the tribe, and then we have the tribal market gas station. But in the surrounding area, there's different places where, the Apaches used to be, because I think that, one of the things I think we're proud of is that, the Tonto National Forest is basically named after the Tonto Apache. So, that's something that we're proud of.
Payson is known as the gateway to the Rim Country. I would like it to be also known as the gateway to Apache, beautiful Apache lands. Payson, Tonto Apache, as you go on up to the Rim, you head up to the White Mountains. I just would like people to know that this was all historically ancestral Apache land, and we're very proud of that fact.